what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
We'll try not to like too much talk over each other, but again, we are girls and we are
Agree to
talking
disagree.
about- and I was like, okay,
Moving on.
well, the makeup bottle.
A little.
It's like a cracked out T-bird, some grease.
Yeah, I can
You
see
know,
that.
she's got that black hair. Hey, welcome back to Chick Chat here on The Mesh. I am excited to talk today. I feel like I haven't had a Chick Chat in a while. I'm Mary Margaret. I'm here with Jeanette. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
I know they aren't seeing it right now, but good to see your face. How you doing? How's summer?
Me too. Summer was nice, fast.
Was in past tense.
Was. Kids are back at school, so it was. Even though the weather is telling me different, it still was.
Tis hot there?
It's not as hot as it has been. It's comfortable now. Yeah. It's starting to feel like fall.
Hey.
Summer was booked, busy, and blazing hot. So.
Oh, love to hear that summer is a past tense. I am ready. Move along. 'Tis time for fall, I think.
Yes. I felt the breeze yesterday and I was like, this is the weather I love.
You're like, hello. Hello, love.
My son's needed a jacket every morning. Doesn't need it in the afternoon, but he's got to have that jacket in the morning. So
yes.
I'm like, we are here. Yes.
Great.
Yes.
We have made it. Well, fantastic. So back in school, all is well. You have a senior?
I have a senior and a kindergartner. So listen.
I mean, you are a unicorn.
All the feels, all the emotions, but get one off and realize it's not quite over yet.
Right.
It's only just begun again.
Yep. I don't have obviously the same situation, but one graduated high school and the other one started high school. So I got one out the door of the high school and then the other one just walked right in. So school just started this week and all is well so far. Good to go. My college age daughter is sitting at home pissed off because her college has not started yet. So therefore, all of her friends have moved off to school and
I was going to ask.
She is not there yet because they don't start. She doesn't move in until September 20th.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be almost through their first quarter.
I know. Well,
they'll be on their way to midterms.
Yep. So she is, she's going to Oregon State and that Oregon State is on terms, like trimester.
Okay. Got it.
And everybody else that are semesters start earlier, obviously. So there's a couple of people around. I know. There's a couple of people that are around that she is still able to like hang out with. Otherwise, she just sits in her room staring at everybody's snaps and Instagrams from college dorm rooms, and she's just sad. So
she'll be the last one to post. And be like, oh.
Yeah, first day of school. And everybody's like, what? What?
Did
what
you
are you even doing?
Enrollment? What's happening?
Yeah, so she's been trying to be creative. She's worked all summer, but she was a camp counselor at the YMCA. Well, can't stop because
they are not doing that.
So, funny enough, she actually last week there were no camps because school was back in session or getting ready to be back in session. And so she went and painted the YMCA walls where the YMCA like shuts down for like a few days at the end of every summer and they do like a mass cleaning. She was like, y'all need help. So she went, got paid
not
for
doing
it.
anything.
I know.
Not going to college.
Yep. So they are, she's going to pick up a couple of shifts at some of the front desk and different things like that until she leaves. But otherwise, pretty miserable right now.
Well, she'll be excited when to go. And
I know
it's a little later than others, but this experience will be the same for her because the good news is everybody you're going to school with is starting schools too. So it's going to be your experience. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. I told her, we had some friends whose kids, one of their kids had gone to OSU, and we told her, I'm like, oh yeah, she's having kind of a hard time with everybody else getting to go to college, and she's so ready, but she can't go yet. And they were like, oh yeah, they said the first year, freshman year, it's tough to see all your friends go off and do this. They said after that, every year, it's not that big of a deal. You don't even think about it that much anymore, that you start later. So anyway, that's where we are. But we're glad summer's over, and I'm kind of glad summer TV's coming to a wrap, because I feel I have made some very poor decisions in my television watching this summer.
I mean, there weren't a lot of options, but
well, I found all of them that were out there. So now's the time to discuss, because I've been dying to go over some things with you. And I don't know, we haven't chatted. I don't know what you are watching. I don't know what your summer TV has been like, if anything or whatnot, but got to go into it first. Are you watching this Summer I Turned Pretty?
No, but it's all over. It's everywhere. Like, I can't get away from it.
Yeah. Is your daughter watching it?
I think so. See, here's the thing. There are shows that I have to watch in secret. That will be one of them, because my daughter is like, you can't watch the same shows I watch. That's weird. You are a 50-year-old woman. This is not a show for moms. This is a show for people my age. Well, so I kind of have to watch it on the sneak, like on the weekends, on the phone, on my phone.
I kind of agree with her, but in the sense that my daughters are like, Mom, you have to watch this. Like, it's so good, or this or that. You would love this. You would like that. And they want to talk about it and stuff. So I'll watch things. So a while back, I started Summer I Turned Pretty. This is season 3, I think. And so when it first came out, I was familiar. I had not read them, but I was familiar with what the books were, that it was being made after a book series and this and that. So I watched. We don't watch together, but I watched. And first season, pretty intriguing, because it's your standard summer love story, even though it's like I'm not their age, I can relate to things because I'm a girl, been there. But it also has this tie-in with the moms of the families, and the moms have this friendship that I obviously feel like, I guess I related to more with that too. And a little bit of their stories as well, their marriages and their struggles or their life, things like that. So I watched the first season. Good. Girls love it. It's great. Whatever. Second season, more of the same. I felt like not that great. But everybody was so into it that, of course, the girls are watching, and Prime Video is where it's played. And Prime does that stupid drip once a week things. So, I mean, you can't even binge watch it until it's all done, a whole summer later. And so, of course, the buildup was what was, I think, so big for everybody, right? Like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen this week? And you wait, and there's people waiting up at midnight and all this stuff to start watching it. And I just didn't get it. But this summer, season 3, I realized that I need not play into my children anymore by pretending I like it. And I have been straightforward with them every episode about how I should not watch this because I am not of that age. I should not be following the teenage boys and whether or not I am Team Jeremiah or Team Conrad. And the fact that the main character's name is Belly, okay? Her name's Isabella, and they call her Belly, which I don't like. I think that's a dumb nickname, but whatever. I think Belly is like the worst character in all of television history. Dan Scott was a problem back in my day on One Tree Hill. Belly kind of sucks worse.
No. There's no way.
I'm telling you.
There's no way.
Every week I want to slap
She's
this
problematic?
I want to slap her every week.
Now I want to watch it.
Like, she means well, whatever. She's not off murdering people, okay, like Dan Scott. But, like, she's so annoying. It is so dumb. Like, first of all, if you're listening to this and you haven't been watching, like, I'm not giving anything away. You can scroll through Instagram, TikToks, Facebook, whatever, and you're going to see it in front of you all the time because everybody's talking about it. Jeremiah and Conrad are brothers, and they're family best friends with Belly's family. Belly has been in love with Conrad since she was a little girl because they always vacation every summer together. She's been in love with Conrad her whole life. And then she finally gets a date with Conrad and he screws her over. And so then turns out Jeremiah has always loved Belly. So then she goes to Jeremiah. And now Jeremiah is head over heels for Belly, but he's just not that great of a guy. Like, he cheated on her, and then he's kind of a party boy, and he's like kind of screwing up his life. But Conrad over here has got is constantly depressed. I feel like he's like watching Eeyore, but yeah, he's going to medical school and going to be a doctor, but he still loves Belly, but he's not going to tell Belly because she's in love with Jeremiah, but we all know that she secretly still loves Conrad. I think it's the summer I wanted Belly off my TV. Like, it is.
Sounds like a lot.
Oh, it's one of these where I feel like I have to have a talk with my girls after every episode. And I'm like, listen, because they're like, oh my gosh, we are team this or team that. How can you not? He's so cute. How can you not love him? He's so nice to her. He's so this, he's so that. He loves her so much. They're both liars. Both boys are liars. Both boys are not healthy for her. And, in a normal situation, watching television, I'd be pissed off if at the end they do the whole, I choose me, and Belly leaves.
You gotta choose one of these people.
Right.
Yeah.
I need you to choose somebody. Like, that's normally how I want it to be, right? But right now, I just want her to leave. Like, I want her to exit from both of these boy situations.
Oh, wow.
And so it's just so annoying. I'm like, please don't look to this for like future dating advice, because this is not how it should be. So if your daughter's watching it, great, but maybe like remind her that like Belly could be a strong, independent lady if she really wanted to.
She doesn't need either one of them. Yeah.
She doesn't have to do this. And there's all these theories out there because apparently the books have finished and they've gone off script now. So the people that even read the books don't know what's about to happen at the end. There's like 2 episodes left. I'm forcing myself. I haven't even watched this week. It came out days and days ago, and I haven't even watched this week because I just know what's going to happen. I love Conrad. No, I love Jeremiah. No, I love them both. I love you, Belly, but I can't tell you. No, I love you, Belly, because we're amazing together, and Conrad doesn't speak up for himself, but I'm great even though I'm screwing my life away by not finding a job and playing video games all day with my frat brothers. Like, it's just the same thing over and over now. Anyone listening that is still interested, Summer I Turn Pretty, it comes on Tuesdays or Wednesdays on Prime. It's just
there
not,
is this
not
one show that my daughter and I watch together that's based off of. Yeah, there is one show that my daughter and I watch together that's based on high schoolers. School Spirit, but it only comes out like once every 2 years. They take so long to make the next year's episodes. But there is a season 3 coming out, but season 1 and 2 are both out. I think it might be on Hulu now. I don't remember which streaming service it's on, but it's very interesting. And it's one of those, it's supernaturalist, like it's almost like Supernatural, but not really because it deals with ghosts.
Okay.
We crack up at it though, because every time we watch it, we just make jokes and be like, man, I don't know if I would ever send my kids to this high school. There sure are a lot of people who end up dead there because it's like these students who have died in the school and can't leave. So like you're watching this show, they're not all like, the premise of the show is something happens to the main character and she kind of ends up in this limbo world where she's not dead, but her body has been possessed by, well, I can't give this away because it's part of the plot. But anyway, she's with dead people. We don't know why. The whole first season are trying to figure out what happened to Maddie. And then like the whole plot twist just starts turning. It's very interesting, but it's one of those shows where you could watch it, but it's kind of dark. It is a dark, you're not going to be like, oh, ha, 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 that was just the best half hour of our life, just watching that. No, you're going to walk away from it going, what did I just watch? What happened? And every episode ends on some cliffhanger. And you're like, oh. And so my daughter and I will spend like the next 30 minutes trying to talk through like what we think is going on. So we do enjoy that show together. And it is
that I can get behind. I can get behind that.
Like that. I think.
Okay. Well, yeah, I could definitely get behind that. But I just, this one, I feel like, I don't know. The Summer I Turned Pretty, I feel like they try to put too much real life stuff in there. They think it's like drama real life, and it's not real life. I don't know. Like it's, as an adult, I look at it and I'm like, this is not where like young women should be in their lives. And then, but as a teenager, they're looking at it like, oh my gosh, they're so dreamy. And I'm like, no, don't look at them like that. Look at the deeper stuff. Like Conrad.
But they've got the internet. That's as deep as it gets.
I know.
We were just in Wilmington where The Summer I Turned Pretty is filmed.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter's team was supposed to eat at the restaurant where they filmed. My mom's like, Ava was like, it's where they filmed the beach volleyball scene. I was like, great. I don't know what that means. But sure, that's where your team wants to eat. But they couldn't get in there because a couple of other soccer teams had wanted to get it there. So I'm like, this thing must be huge with like all the teens because it's just a beach volleyball pit. They're not going to be there. Like you just want to put your feet in the sand where they put their feet. I mean, it's fine. They're not going to be playing beach volleyball when you get there. I promise you.
And I have told my girls, like so many times I'm like, I'm not supposed to relate to this show. Like quit asking me which teenage boy I prefer because I'm not supposed to prefer either one of them.
I am an old lady.
Yes. And
it's against the law for me.
Yes.
Like me.
And at this point, honestly, even if I was a teenage girl, like if I had my mindset right now, neither one.
Option C.
Yes, neither one.
Do you have a third brother?
Gosh.
A cousin, a best friend, somebody else.
The summer I went to the neighbor's house. Like that's what it should have been.
It's on the other side of me. Because neighbors live on the other side. I've spent too much time on this side.
Yes. Like it's got to be something different. But I don't know. It's there's did you ever watch Laguna Beach and the Hills?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you remember when in the Hills, when Lauren leaves and she gets that job at like Teen Vogue?
Mm-hmm.
Lauren had the opportunity to go to Paris, but she stayed at home for Jason.
Yes.
Right. And then you remember that scene when they come back and she goes, so how was everyone's summer? Lauren didn't go to Paris. Lauren will always be known as the girl who didn't go to Paris. Right?
Right.
Well,
we were like, what are you doing?
Guess what? Belly had an opportunity to study abroad in Paris. Did she go?
Stop it.
Nope. She didn't go. She hasn't yet, at least in what I've seen thus far. But no, she chose to stay home with Jeremiah. And so I'm seeing people my age post these like side by side videos of like Lauren's the girl that's going to be known of not going to Paris for a boy. Never hear Belly's like, I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to Paris. And you're like,
Well, and it's to hear you describe The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's similar to the Jason, because Jason wasn't this like great guy that you'd be like, you know what?
No.
If I don't stay behind and I lose him, it's going to be the first thing that ever.
Jason
I want to be
is
like,
not
go
someone
find.
to bring
Yeah,
home.
Jason is not going to be the loss of your life.
No.
Happen.
And it turned out they didn't even last that summer. Lauren and Jason didn't.
I mean, we could have told her that. We
I
don't even
know.
these
She
people
came
for
back
real.
to Teen Vogue and everybody was like, ha ha. So anyway, all right. Summer I Turned Pretty. Boo. All right.
Okay, I'll take it off the list.
Yes.
I kind of want to see it just now because I'm intrigued at how annoying this girl is, but
Well, yeah.
how far I'll make it.
It's just to this point where I'm like, just somebody speak up. Like everybody's lying to everybody. Everybody's keeping their emotions in tight, and I don't get it. Whatever. Moving on. I started watching a new show. To me, it was not. I started when season 2 started coming out, and I was like, "Oh, wait, like what is this?" So I went back and watched season 1, and then fell in line with season 2. The McBee Dynasty.
I've seen a few episodes.
Okay, Bravo.
Yeah,
TV. It's like Bravo, Peacock.
probably. Yeah, I think I saw it on Peacock.
Yeah, I think it was on Peacock for first season only, and then Bravo picked it up, and now it's like Peacock and Bravo. So anyway, for those that have not seen it, don't know what it is, it follows the McBee family who owns the McBee Cattle Ranch, McBee Farms, McBee Meats, McBee Construction, all a big old family of boys
Yeah,
that run a farm.
handsome boys.
Handsome boys. It's 4 of them. There's 4 boys in the family. The dad, obviously, is the
That stands out right there.
head. Yeah, he's the head of the farm. But the dad, his name's Steven. And then the oldest boy is Steven Jr. Okay. So Steven and Steve, I guess Steve that goes by the dad. The Steven Jr. was the second person to be Joe Millionaire on the like a reality show back in the day.
Yeah. I remember that.
So he was
You
Joe
weren't supposed to
Millionaire.
know they were a millionaire. You're supposed to fall in love with them for their personality. Yeah.
Right. Now, this farm is absolutely $1 million+ farm. So they are, making money, but it's a farm, and it's, these boys. Yeah, it's not like glamorous necessarily. And it's in Missouri. It's right at like in the middle of nowhere. They have to go into Kansas City to get like to a city of stuff. They, a couple of them have girlfriends, but the oldest boy, the one that was Joe Millionaire, he actually starts off the season he is still with the girl that won Joe Millionaire with him. And so that becomes part of the whole storyline. And of course it is reality TV, but whatever, it's juicy. So watching these 4 boys and then seeing the drama of the farm, there's a lot of drama about whether or not they'll make their crops in time, because they have this like $6 million payment that they have to make by November 1st. And they're racing the whole time about whether or not like their crops are going to come in that they can sell off to make the payment. And it's like a bank note. And then, so that was season 1. They're doing they also own a chain of car washes. And so they have like a financial director, I guess, for the whole company. And she's Russian, and her name's Galina. And then you find out that Galena is like sleeping with Daddy McBee, and Daddy McBee is also sleeping with a girl in Kansas City.
Yeah, he's yeah.
He's trouble.
And the mom knows all this.
Oh, the mom, they're divorced.
Yeah, they are, but she's still around.
And then at the end of season 1, like they're having trouble because they can't, like their funding didn't come through for something. So they're having to like move all this money around. And Galena is constantly like damaging people's cars that she finds out Steve is hooking up with, even though Steve's told her, like, I don't want to be tied to one person, but yet I do want to be with you too. And he's just a real piece of work. And you find out at the end that like there's apparently an FBI investigation that goes on with Steve. So Steve leaves the country with his new girlfriend, who's named Masha, also Russian. And the boys are constantly basically like taking care of their dad's business. They're having to go up to like the lodge, they call it, which is where the dad lives on the farm, and clean up where Galena has come in and trashed the house because Masha was there the night before. Like Galena let Masha's chickens out of the coop so that they could get nabbed up by coyotes. Like that was like one night Masha lost her mind, and then like somebody's car ended up being all beat up and everything, and they're pretty sure Galena did it. And like,
this is why they can't make their $6 million, because they're having to pay out all this stuff to help Galena.
I'm telling you,
Galena is like terrorizing.
It is crazy. And like two of the boys have girlfriends that they've had for forever, but like one of the boys, he drinks too much when he goes out and parties, and the boys like to go to Nashville together, and they go and they have like do a getaway to Nashville all the time, and nothing good ever happens in Nashville. And then the girls always find out, and then like one girl's been together with one boy for 12 years or something, and they all like have houses together, but then one of them ends up pregnant and all. I mean, it's just crazy. Like it is reality TV that you're watching. Like, I don't know if I believe all this.
Yeah. How could this much really be going on? But
right.
I believe it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm glad I'm watching it and not like living it, because that is bonkers.
Yeah. There's a lot of conflict between the boys too about the businesses. So like,
yeah. So it's and some of that stuff intrigues me, right? Like a farm life intrigues me.
Everyone thinks they would love to live on a ranch or on a farm and have a cowboy husband who wakes up at the back of dawn, taking care of everything. And then you watch it and you're like,
no,
that's a lot. And I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And it looks dirty. Like they're dusty all the time and stuff. But I mean, I get it. Yeah. And then, so now I saw one time that they were doing a live chat on like Instagram Live or something before their episodes air. And so they come on and they like answer your questions right there. Like they just sit around like with their dog and their mom and all this stuff. And it's just crazy. Like I don't know. It's real deal, but it's one of those that's so far-fetched sometimes, like when I'm watching it going, I don't understand. Like, how in the world is this?
Yeah, I find myself feeling sorry for the mom too, because she's just like, she's got all these boys, a problematic ex-husband, a crazy woman who works for the company. So she can't get rid of that woman. And she's, by the way, also sleeping with her husband. And
right. And that was one of the
like, why are you getting mad about my husband sleeping with somebody else?
That was one of the things, like that was one of the drama things was, Galena was in charge of lining up these investors, and she'd been working with them, and they all liked Galena, the investors did. Mm-hmm. But then because of like their outstanding bank notes, the investors couldn't come through with it. And so then Galena, during this whole time, she's causing all this trouble, but they can't fire her or get rid of her because she knows so much and does so much. And yeah, so it is an interesting show that you could binge watch if you were wanting to sit around and just kind of daydream a little bit about living the ranch life until the next scene, and then it becomes like, oop, never mind. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's one of those where like you look at all the beautiful things they have, but then you could go inside the house and you're like, ooh,
yeah,
a lot going on here.
Whoops. Yeah.
There's
And
a lot.
I love their family dynamic. I will give them that. Like the brothers are tried and true to each other. They bicker and they have drama or whatnot, but they always are there for each other. It's the four of them, thick and thin. And so I do enjoy that part of it because, I mean, there's been fights where the girlfriends have been involved in saying something and the boys are just like, sorry, got to go with my brothers. Like, this is what my brothers are saying. I'm going to go for them. So that I do enjoy that part of it. But not my family. I don't want to be in that family. I just enjoy watching other people's dramatic lives.
Same. I think I'd be one of the girlfriends who just sat back there and be like, what's going on? You'd see me in the background of every scene, just like going, what's happening?
I know. I'm just watching and I'll be like, this looks like a bloodline issue, not a outsider.
I'm not really family. I'm dating.
Be like, actually, everybody's like, well, you guys have been dating for 12 years. Yep. We're going to keep dating because I'm
for a reason. I'm good with where we are.
I mean, they bring up a prenup at one point and I'm like, Nope.
It's too juicy over here. I'm not signing an NDA because y'all got lots going on.
Right.
I have to tell somebody this is too good.
Dude, the older brother knew about the FBI investigation on his dad, and he hasn't told the younger brothers, but he told his girlfriend. So the girlfriend, they get into a fight one night, and she was just like, oh, well, I know enough. And he was like, don't you dare. And you're like, oh, I would so dare. Like, you just watch me. I'm going to take my McBee meat and go sit in the corner and chew on some jerky and just watch the fire burn. Man, it was, there's sometimes I look at them, I'm like, wow, you guys are running this amazing business with like all these different entities in it. And then they do something so stupid. I'm like, oh, wait, that's right. You're just boys. I forgot. Yeah. So it's definitely, like I said, a binge one, a nice one to enjoy if you want to escape from reality a little bit. McBee Dynasty. There's a couple episodes left, or maybe one episode left of season 2, but worth it to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. So you may have known I was going to ask you this, but I don't know if you have indulged or not, but did you watch The Hunting Wives on Netflix?
I did.
Okay.
You told me about it. I was
okay.
Like, now I have to do this.
I gave you a heads up to watch after I had watched the entire thing. Okay. All right. So, The Hunting Wives on Netflix. A couple years ago, this is the backstory. A couple years ago, I saw, I don't know, maybe Facebook or Instagram, whatever it was. I saw something coming across pictures, them saying, new Netflix show filming, or no, it wasn't even Netflix then, it was something else, but new show filming in Mooresville, North Carolina, which is right around the corner from where I grew up, right? So I'm like seeing people saying, oh, so-and-so was here. And it's the girl from Pitch Perfect. She's filming here. And, oh, it's the girl from 27 Dresses. They're here filming. Can't wait to see the show. And I'm like, oh, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Well, then like a year goes by and I forget about this, right? But then Brittany Snow, I see on Netflix, Brittany Snow's got a new show coming up, and here's the preview for it called The Hunting Wives. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this must be the show from Mooresville. It's not out yet, but it does how Netflix does like coming soon.
Yeah.
They'll give you a preview, right? So I'm with some girlfriends at dinner one night, and there's about 5 of us, and I tell them about this show. Oh my gosh, there's this show coming out on Netflix. It was filmed like really close to my hometown, like North Carolina stuff. It's supposed to have like real life, all the actual real landmarks and stuff in there, and I can't wait to watch. You guys should totally check it out. Everybody's like, oh my God, that sounds great. Yeah. Oh, I saw that come across Netflix or whatever, But then I watched it. And then I start getting text messages from my girlfriends being like, so I watched The Hunting Wives. And they're like, North Carolina looks pretty. Like, they're like, so yeah, that was a lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? I just sent all of my girlfriends to watch.
Yes, Lake Norman is very pretty.
To watch porn. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to dive into this. Okay, I watched the whole thing really quickly, actually, because I was intrigued. I want to know what happened. I needed to know, like, there's a story. It's a murder mystery. It's like, it should be great, easy to watch. And then everybody's legs spread, like every one of them,
very easily,
super easily for anybody.
For
like,
anybody.
Their husband, their girlfriends, their girlfriend's kids. They're like, holy crap. Okay. I mean, give me your vibe. Give me your lowdown. What did you think of this?
I mean, take away all the unnecessary, like, I don't even know if it was soft porn.
Smut? Smut. That's what my parents would call it back in the day. Oh, that was smut.
It was uncomfortable to watch sometimes. Like, you look over your shoulder, like, is anybody coming in this room?
Okay, I texted you.
You told me, so I made sure. Yeah,
I said, I need you to watch this show, but here's the thing: I repeat, do not let anyone else in the room with you while you're watching.
I don't know what my kids thought I was doing with the door locked, but I was just like, I'll be honest. I probably made it so much worse.
I know, right?
but
oh my gosh!
I mean, aside from all of that, like, it wasn't like one of those shows. There's a lot of shows where I'll watch it and I'll solve it in like the first 15, 20 minutes.
Agreed. Right.
This was not one of those.
No.
So in that aspect, I enjoyed it, trying to figure out like what's going on, why this girl, who did it. Like, yeah, the story itself was well written.
I agree. Also based off a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it kept me coming back for more episodes.
Yep. I felt weird about it, but I sure did watch every bit of it pretty quickly. I was the same way. I did not know who did what or why. And I liked that part of it. I thought they did a really good job with that, actually.
Yeah,
like,
they did.
A lot of the storyline of people and stuff, So the show was supposed to take place in Texas. So there's some very bad Southern accents on some of these girls.
Yeah, they were bad. They were
who are not Southern actors, obviously. And there's also some bad wigs, I feel, to give them that big Texas hair but I saw so much about that online, but I actually could look past both of those things, the accent and the wigs. Like, after a while, I was kind of like, okay, I don't live in Texas. I don't know.
So there's one thing that's been bothering me because I can't figure it out, but maybe you'll know. There were two friends that we barely saw. There was their black friend and then their young hip friend.
Ditzy blonde one.
Yeah. Who is the
Yeah.
ditzy blonde? Where have I seen her before?
I don't know.
She's been in something and it's been driving me crazy because I can't figure it out.
That's a good question. We can find out right now. And and speaking of, I guess, the other cast members, one of the reasons that I was like, wow, this is kind of a big deal. So we mentioned, I think it's Malin Ackerman.
Oh yeah, Ackerman, yeah.
Yeah, she was in 27 Dresses. She played the sister, and then Brittany Snow, who's from Pitch Perfect and lots of other stuff, obviously. Katie Lowes, who was from Scandal.
Yeah.
Love that she's
Love
in
her.
it.
Yeah.
Chrissy Metz from what's the name of the show where Sterling K. Brown and
This Is Us.
This Is Us. Chrissy Metz is in it. Dermot Mulrooney. Hello, I love him. I've always loved him ever since I can remember. And he was just right there. And I was like, wow, I'm going to have to watch this. So those people, I think, have enough of a pull in that there were people that were like genuinely looking to follow along with the show because these are some of their favorite actors. So this girl that you are talking about, her name is Alexandria DeBerry. And she is, oh, wow. She's a Disney kid. That's awkward. So she's been in a lot of like
she didn't do anything.
The TV movies and little things, but she apparently started out with like Ant Farm and Shake It Up and True Jackson VP. Yeah. So Heart of Dixie. I don't know.
Maybe it was Ant Farm because my daughter used to love that show.
That's so weird, right? To see you in Ant Farm. Yeah, she's been in a lot of teen girl blonde cheerleader type movies and stuff. So I think the general consensus that I hear on people online, everybody's like, yeah, definitely watch this show by yourself. Don't let your kids see it. And, maybe don't even watch it with your husband as much as people think that would be cool or something. Don't do it. Like,
I did not.
No.
I was petrified he's going to come in and ask me what I was watching.
I know. And I mean, after like kind of early on when I saw this sort of happening, I was like, oh, wow. Hey, there's some boobs, okay, whatever. I'm not like a prude. Like
there's a lot of them.
there's boobs right there in the first episode or something. And I'm like, fine, whatever. But it just kept going more and more and more. More and more and more.
It's like one of those stories where it wasn't pivotal to... It wasn't necessary to have all of that to the plot of the story.
I understand that maybe like the storyline could have been there.
Yes.
Like it could have been implied or whatnot. But I mean, there was a lot of just visually stuff. I'm like actually uncomfortable talking about it.
Yeah, we don't need to.
So if anybody hasn't seen it yet, maybe go check out The Hunting Wives on Netflix. If you want a good murder mystery, but you don't mind a little bit of porn sprinkled in, no big deal.
A little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I don't know. People have different levels.
Remember the Skinamax thing? This is a show that should have been on Cinemax.
I think so. I do. This is yeah. I mean, Netflix got brave on this one, but hey,
I don't know how it passed through.
I don't either. But you know what? It was originally it was going to be on Stars.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, and then Netflix picked it up or something. So anyway, so yeah, Hunting Wives. Good job, North Carolina. Good showing.
I did enjoy trying to figure out if I'd seen the places where they were filming.
Well, you know what? They actually go to Coyote Joe's, which is legit Coyote Joe's.
That Coyote Joe's was.
Yeah, like it's the Coyote Joe's. Like that's the name of it, and that's the name of it in the show, which is kind of neat. Like, so that was all cool. They're out on Lake Norman. They're filming around town. Now, some of the places don't look so hot because they're over by like trailer parks and stuff like that, downplaying like, the poor side of town or something. And I'm like, okay. But it was all filmed there and kind of cool. Okay. So that has been sort of my poor choices of recreational TV. And then we have to bring in Big Brother because it's summertime. And that's what you and I do. We watch Big Brother in the summertime. I don't know that this is the best season for maybe Chick Chat listeners to start chiming into
Things
Big
I look
Brother.
forward to.
Yeah. But what have been, okay, so are you caught up on Big Brother?
Somewhat. Like, I haven't watched all the episodes completely through, but I've been keeping up on Joker updates.
Okay. So I've watched, and I have not I've not read any updates throughout the season. It's the first time I've ever done that. I tried it out. Like last year, I think I actually had Paramount, so I watched some of the live feeds or something, but I haven't even looked on Jokers this year. I've been trying to like follow just what CBS is giving me and see how I feel about it. And so I've been anxious to talk to you about it.
Okay.
I am, they have listened to us to an extent. I do believe CBS has reached out a little bit, branched out of some of the standard Big Brother stuff that gets a little boring, but I have a couple of bones to pick. So first of all, though, let's just discuss what's your overall vibe of this season and the cast.
Odd.
Yeah.
This is one of the first seasons where I truly am like, I'm not invested. I'm not like looking forward to the next episode to see what happens. And this is the summer that something happened that I never ever thought would happen, and I'm becoming a Rachel fan. Like, what is happening?
Rachel Riley is back in the house. She's the only all-star, if you will, person. Yeah, she's the only one that's come back. This season, they've brought her back in as the 17th house guest.
Yeah.
So she came in right at the beginning.
And I don't understand, like, as much as I'm enjoying her this season because she's the new and improved Rachel. She's married. She's a mom. She's not like, she makes fun of like her past.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how she's still there. Like, I don't understand how these people continue to keep her around because she's very good at this game.
She's not even been on the block.
Ever. Yeah. And they talk about it and she's barely in an alliance. Like, they continue to talk about, we need to put Rachel up. And then there's always someone who's like, well, but let's save Rachel because this other person's got this power. Or like, people, vote Rachel out.
Yeah. Yeah. And, unfortunately, the people that they have voted out are people that were going out the door going, hello, Rachel's still here. I was telling you to put Rachel up. And instead, that person gets voted out.
Yeah.
I think so just based off of what I've observed and seen and stuff, she makes quick friends with Jimmy in the beginning, and they have a really it was fun to watch them, play off each other and stuff. And I actually think that production thought Jimmy was going to be a problem for Rachel. Like, I think that they kind of felt like that might be where they might butt heads.
Mm-hmm.
And that backfired because instead they became besties.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy gets voted out because he's besties with Rachel. And everybody is, Rachel loses her mind over it, right? And then we see a little bit more of Rachel, her best friend that was a mom, the other mom in the house, gets voted out because she's in a group with Rachel. Nobody's just getting Rachel out. They're just
because Rachel's the only one cleaning. The house will be filthy if she's not there.
True. Rachel cleans. Rachel has even gone so far as to like she mouths off to people. And these people still don't put her on the blog. And I don't know. If you take Rachel out of the gameplay, okay, who do you think is performing well? Right? It's tough. Because they all cry.
Play horribly.
They all cry.
Yeah.
They all tell each other what's going on, like what they're going to do. None of I don't know if you saw this week's let's see, what day was it? Thursday's this week's eviction.
Yeah.
Or not. But the episode showed twice where people were talking gameplay in the room with the people they were talking about sleeping in the room listening to them. And I'm like, have you never watched this show? Like, what are you doing? You're sitting there telling somebody like, oh, I'm definitely going to vote this person out. And then, oops, she's right there listening. Are you kidding me?
They're terrible at this game.
They're real bad at it. And then I get real annoyed with the crying. Like, they got to stop. They got to stop crying. It's a game. I understand you make friends in there, but like, you are all going to have to vote each other off at some point. This is just the way the game is. It is okay. It will be out of there in 20 days, and then you will be back with your friends. It's okay. It has always annoyed me when somebody who is playing Big Brother says to another person who is playing Big Brother, but you lied to me.
Yes.
Well, I did, because I'm playing Big Brother.
I'm also in an alliance with every single person in this house.
This is how this game works. I'm not sure if you've ever watched before, but this is how it works. You have to lie. You can't, because you're sitting on top of each other all day long. You got to lie about something. I don't get it. I don't think that they are playing smart. I think that they think they're taking shots at the right targets, but they're not. I do enjoy the Blockbuster being back so that they have the last chance for like one person to come off that they're not sure who's going to come off. A couple things. I wish that they could watch the Blockbuster. Because I wish they could start like plotting a little bit without those people in the room. Because if you noticed, like this season, it seems like whenever Julie says, okay, the winner of the Blockbuster is, and now you all have just a few minutes to discuss, and then I need you in the living room. Well, all they do for their few minutes is hug and cry with each other. And then they sit down. I'm like, what happened to the come chat with me back in the room? We got to talk back here. Let's go do this. What's the last minute, please? And that's where Rachel has been nice to have around, because she actually, you can hear her mic whispering whenever she whispers to somebody when she's hugging them. We have to keep her. You have to vote this. You have to vote that. Yeah. But she's the only one doing it. She even looks at people and is like, so like, what are you going to do? Like, go tell your friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I just don't feel like there's a lot of like scheming and planning and figuring it
Well,
out.
That one episode really upset me during the vote and I can't remember who was on the block, but when Ashley like couldn't figure out who to vote for.
Oh
And
my
she kept
God.
asking everybody, and everyone told her no, that like they're all voting for this person. And she went and was the only vote against that person. Like, why are you asking this in the hallway?
That's the
And then
thing.
she comes back and says, I'd like to change my vote. And Julie's like, it doesn't work that way.
Julie says, no, no, no. I was like, oh, dang, Julie. Like, yeah. Again, are you new here? Have you ever watched Big Brother? Like, you don't get to change your vote. You know, and
I've never actually seen anybody try.
true. Yeah. Well, because they know better. Oh my gosh. But when I see people sitting in there and they're like, you know, please cast your vote to evict. And they're like, I sadly vote to evict Riley. Shout out, Mom and Dad. I love you so much. Everybody's doing so great. Da, 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 da. I hope I'm making you proud. I'm like, stop it. Stop.
You're not sad.
You ain't sad. And you just want to give your shout out. Your shout out was longer than your eviction announcement. Like, you say who it is, and then maybe you give a symbol or something, and then you walk away. But quit with the screaming at your shout out.
Julie just wants to be like, we don't care.
I can't stand that. Ugh.
I will say I have enjoyed the powers this season. I think they were really good, but I think they were used too soon.
They were wasted. They were wasted on people that didn't know how to use them.
They didn't know how to use them. And there's too many people left in the game for it to even be fun. Like, if you were to have Mickey's power now, like, what? To completely change the block, and there's only 9 people you can choose from, or 7 people you can choose from instead of like 13 people you can choose from, then you're going to start seeing some people get a little antsy and be like, oh my God, like that would have been fun to watch. I don't care if the whole house is left and you have this power. I guess they gave them time to use it, but everybody panicked.
Yeah.
Used it right away. Like,
except for Zach, who didn't use his power and then got sent home.
Gave people money and didn't even get to stay. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop panicking.
Yeah.
And stop telling people you have the power.
Oh my gosh.
That drives me crazy. I like when Mike Boogie had that power that one year to change up everything, and nobody ever knew until the end of the season. These people are like, I had the power. I'm only going to tell you. Don't tell anybody, okay?
I'm going to tell you. I also told the head of household because they need to know.
Because
but
they needed to know so not to put me up.
I'm not going to tell anybody else, though.
But I'm sure between the two of you, nobody else will find out.
Nobody's going to know. And I mean, what was the whole thing at the very beginning where they're like, we have the secret accomplice? Well, then she got sent home, and then that was it. Like,
she should have at least been safe.
Nobody, like, everybody's sitting around going, that was it? Was that it?
She just gets to stay in the house. That's it. Okay.
That was it. She pushed a button. Like, she didn't do anything.
She released Rachel.
I'm like, Rachel knows how to operate a door. No. And so let's see, what else is bothering me? Oh, the acting during the competitions. So there have been 2 like dramatic ones where they're supposed to act. Okay. The one where they had to run to the room where the crime scene stuff was, and they had to find like 16 red cups or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever it wasn't your room, you like, they flashed the red light on you and you had to be like, no, right? Then the one from this past week, the veto one, where they had to go choose the wine glasses. And it was like, you had 2 glasses of wine and one said poison. The other one didn't. And then you had to take those wine glasses back and choose somebody to give a wine glass to. And then they could ask you a couple questions of like, oh, you know, is this wine poisoned? And you'll have to say, it is not. But what if you actually kept the poison one yourself, thinking they were going to ask you to swap? Because they can ask you to swap wine glasses.
Yeah.
And then whoever drinks the poison, the liquid foams in your mouth and you spit it out. And then you had to die on the ground. And you had to lay on the ground dead for the remainder of the competition. Like, both of those challenges were ones that as soon as they got to the location, they knew whether or not they were going to win that round. So like when they got to the room that had the crime scene in it, and they were supposed to be in the room that had 13 red cups. Well, when they got in there, Julie's like, let's find out who is the winner, and then they'd flash the light. But you were already in there. You're looking around going, oh, whoops, there's only 10 red cups in here. Guess I'm about to die, And then the wine glass one, like, if it was red or white, which was poisoned, and then they say cheers, and you have to drink that crap right there knowing you're about to die. Like, it just seems like I want some element of surprise. I don't need to see actors, people who want to be actors. Yeah. I know they're all going to get their 10 minutes of fame on Bold and the Beautiful, but like, this is not setting it up well. It's just not, I don't like it.
Yeah, this is a lackluster summer, I feel like. It's just, I don't know how they chose the people to be in there. I see that they were going for, not just diversity, but like people with different, like eccentric, more eccentric people, like people you wouldn't even think would live in a house together. I am completely shocked that half of the people that are left are still there. I don't know how Vince is still there. I don't know how Mickey is still there. I obviously don't know how Rachel is still there. Those three blow my mind. Like, how are you here?
So who are you pulling for? If you have to choose,
Rachel.
You got to choose.
I'm choosing Rachel. Yes. I don't like anybody else. They all annoy me.
Yeah.
She's old school enough to like have played early enough to where she's still like, I think she's annoyed.
Yeah. Oh, she is.
She'll walk in a room.
On her interview, she's like, what are these people doing? Like, this is they sat around a table the other day and said, let's all say something nice about the person to our left. And then they went around in a circle, and Rachel sat there rolling her eyes and then stood up and picked up a bottle of wine and said, see ya, gotta go.
I mean, she'll walk in a room vacuuming and there'll be two people in there talking, strategizing. And she'll be like, oh, sorry. And she'll keep vacuuming and they'll keep talking. And she's like, they are stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do you think I can't hear over a vacuum?
Like Vince, right before his replacement nominee thing, she's like, I'm just going to go sit in his room and talk to him until it's time to go. And then Keanu comes in trying to talk to her. And she's like, nah, I don't want to leave. He's like, I'd like to talk to Vince. She's like, nah, I'm good. Yep. I'm going to sit right here.
Here, if you're going to do that.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's just been interesting.
And I never thought I'd say that.
I think this was like her redemption tool,
Obviously, and it's obvious these people don't know what they're doing.
No.
Like any of them. I don't know how they chose their alliances. It was almost like I walk in a room and you're there, so you want to be in an alliance with me?
They're like, let's come up with a name.
Right.
Shall we?
This is in every single one of them.
So last night, Catherine got evicted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Julie says, yeah, Vince is in an alliance called the Judges with this, and this person. Names them out. And Lauren was like, oh, wow. I mean, Catherine says, wow. And she's like, does that surprise you? And she said, well, I thought Vince was a little more left out than that.
That's because all she's been paying attention to is Riley.
All right. Which brings up a fantastic point. So have you seen all the hullabaloo online about Riley?
No. That
during the show, there were people, I saw it on TikTok because I'm a big TikToker these days, people coming on saying like, this guy is toxic and like a sign of like a I mean, it was bad words. Like, what was it? It was like controlling the controlling husband that ends up beating his wife or whatever, like those type of guys.
Yeah.
Because of how he spoke with Catherine, he was very like possessive and very over, in that she would say that she didn't want to do something and he would like start pouting. So therefore she would be like, okay, well, I'll sit here for a little bit or something, And so everybody's talking about how like clearly Catherine's uncomfortable and production needs to step in and all this stuff. Catherine gets kicked out last night and Julie's like, so you and Riley, huh? And she's like, yeah. She said, Julie's like, well, there's a lot of people that think you weren't as into Riley as Riley is to you. She's like, what do you think about that? And Catherine's like, I don't know. I really like Riley. Like, I can't wait to go see him. And he was like my one person in the house and it took me by surprise. But she's like, I don't know if anything's going to come of it. I'm like, we'll take it day by day. She said, but I can't wait to go see him. And that's like the one bright side of me getting kicked out is because I get to go be with him. And he's amazing. I really like him, all this stuff.
Oh, well.
So, yeah.
Well, and it's again, speaking of people who don't know how to play the game, was it Lauren who had the opportunity to do a replacement nom? And those are like her two friends.
Or she took Vince off.
Yeah, she took Vince off, knowing that someone else had to go up. Yeah, that's right.
And then Rachel put up Riley.
And she was like, oh no. Yeah. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
I thought Rachel was bluffing. Really?
Rachel?
You thought Rachel was bluffing?
Rachel will tell you the truth to your face.
And then be like, watch me go do it.
Yeah. She told her, don't use it. I'll put up Riley. And she was like, Vince.
She's like, oh, no, I really think I should use it on Vince.
And she was like, I didn't think she was going to do it. You're talking to Rachel Riley.
Rachel and Lauren are the only two that have not been on the block.
Yeah.
You got one who's trying to play Big Brother and the other one who I don't even know what Lauren does every day.
Well, now that Catherine and Riley are gone, I don't know either.
Yeah. And supposedly she's in a final two with Vince. Like,
everybody's in a final two with Vince.
I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Everybody
it should be a bad thing.
It should be, but he's still there and he's winning stuff.
Exactly why I don't understand how he's there, how Mickey's there, how Rachel's there, even how Ashley's there. She's so bad at this game.
I saw a video of Ashley talking to the cameras, like the live feeds camera, and it's just in a room by herself, but she's talking to the camera. You know how they do a lot of times, like talking out strategy, or they're talking to their friends back home or something. And she's sitting there and she's like, guys, I'm so tired of playing dumb. Like, this is getting so annoying. It's really hard to play stupid, because she's a lawyer. I'm not saying lawyers have to be the smartest thing, but she made it sound like this is like a ruse, like she's not doing this. And I was like, well, that's awful convenient considering you screw up all the time with how you're actually playing.
Yeah.
I don't get that. And then, who was the other one? Oh, so I do laugh almost every like veto episode or recap episode where they show the little bits about Will, because Will is pretty annoyed with a lot of these people in the house. Like, he has made it known in his diary rooms that he tunes these people out during conversations. He's like, so sometimes I just repeat back what they say. He's like, because I'm just not listening.
Listen, I was just about to say, I would not be shocked if he makes it far because everybody forgets he's there.
Yeah.
He just hangs. He doesn't engage people that often.
Yeah.
He only really talks to people when they talk to him. He doesn't ruffle anybody's feathers. They're all about trying to figure out who's in what and who's the top threat. Nobody's thinking about him.
Yeah.
He's going to cruise to the finals.
Yep. It's a weird bunch. It's a weird season. I feel like I say that every season though, because they do a good job of putting in like strange situations, but I really genuinely feel like these people are not playing the right game. And I feel like they might get told that a lot whenever they get out of the house.
You're very bad at this. Do not think
Listen,
about an all-star season because
this
it's not going to
season,
happen.
yeah.
To you.
Hope you enjoyed your time here. That
Yeah.
was it.
Well, I feel like a lot of them are playing so that when they get to the jury and when they do get to the final, they can say, I did this and I did that and I was instrumental in this. Like nobody's instrumental in anything. I really feel like every vote is a last minute, like, this is what I'm going to do.
And the house has to vote the same stupid way. I can't
Yeah.
stand that.
I hate that.
If everybody would just vote on their own, this game would be for real.
Yeah. Well,
because there's so many people that are like, ugh, I don't know if I could ever do that. And then they'll say, but I voted with the house. And why?
You don't have to.
You don't have to. In fact, it makes you look like you're actually playing the game. I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, I'm ready for that to kind of get moving, and let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the people that are really going to last so that we can see these final competitions and go for it. I don't know. Done with the acting. I'm done with the shout outs. Yeah, we can just somebody play Big Brother.
Well, did you see that The Amazing Race is a Big Brother Big Brother race this year?
Did. I sure did.
So excited.
Every couple will have at least one person that has been on Big Brother.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
I love The Amazing Race so much. And then you combine this in with it. It's going to be good. I'm watching the challenge right now too. And America's on there from a couple seasons ago. America and Corey. Do you remember America and Corey? They were a showmance on Big Brother.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
And they're still together in real life, and America is competing in the challenge this season. So anyway, I do enjoy when they get to
little crossovers.
Yeah. So
I mean, we're used to one or two people from Big Brother being on there, but a whole season of Big Brother. Yeah. I'm here for it. I like it.
100%. So next episode, I see that, or next week, Angela is coming back from last season, the one that the older lady that freaked out on everybody.
Yeah.
He's coming to do the veto competition or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Whatever happened.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see her on The Amazing Race because she's going to cry at least every leg.
and say, I am just so proud of myself for doing it. I am older. I am here. I am doing it. Yes.
Meanwhile, there's 3 older people than her.
And everybody else is like, woman, sit down. We're all doing it. All right. We're all doing it. All right. Well, that's a lot to come as well because I can't wait for Amazing Race and Survivor to start. Those will be happening soon. I am ready to wrap up the episode, but you know what I'm going to do?
What's that?
A quick this or that. We haven't done it in forever. All right. This or that for anybody that hasn't listened to the old episodes or has been missing it. I'm just going to ask some quick fire questions to Jeanette. She just has to pick one. Doesn't have to explain it if she doesn't want to, but here we go. Ready? Would you rather go on a safari or go deep sea diving?
Since neither is not an option, I'll do the safari.
Okay. Me as well. Win an Olympic medal or an Academy Award?
Ooh, Olympic medal.
See, okay, here's the thing. I think I want to win an Academy Award, okay, because I read this thing one time that says, you can always tell people that you were an Olympic hopeful.
Yeah, I agree. I think I would choose the Olympic medal just for the experience of the Olympics, like the entire experience.
I see.
Not just the medal ceremony, but the opening ceremony, getting to meet everybody, getting to go to a different place, getting to compete against people from different countries and actually doing well. It's the whole entire experience.
Maybe I could sit beside Brad Pitt if I went to the Academy Awards.
True. That would be an experience.
Each their own. Okay, ice cream sandwich or ice cream cone?
Ice cream cone.
Same. Survivor or Amazing Race?
Amazing Race.
Same. Tomato sauce or cream sauce?
Tomato sauce.
Ooh, cream sauce. Reading or writing?
Reading.
Yeah, reading. Marvel or DC comic?
Marvel.
Same. Have you seen the new Fantastic Four?
No.
It's good. It's cute. That's a fun
Is
one
it?
with kids too. Yeah, it's good. Would you rather learn a new language or learn a musical instrument?
New language.
I think I would want to know a new language, not have to learn it. Like if I could just like wake up and all of a sudden I could speak Italian or something.
Yeah,
I'm
of
like,
course.
what?
Yeah, I'd be all over that.
Yes. But I don't know if I want to learn it. But
Both are hard. I've done both.
yes.
I wouldn't say one is easier than the other.
No. Agreed. TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Same. Ugh, I hate that that's my answer, but it is.
Me too. My daughter's going to cringe when she hears that.
Oh, God.
That's not for us either, Mary Margaret.
Right. Outer space or underwater?
Outer space.
Really?
You notice a theme here.
I see that. You ain't going to the water, huh?
I ain't going to, I'll take my chances with no atmosphere.
You're like
I'm staying out of that water.
floating off into oblivion in the sky.
I can
Sign me
swim
up.
too. It's not the swimming part.
It's just that you're out in the middle with monster soup.
With unknown creatures.
Right.
Sharks don't come in my home. I don't need to visit theirs. I wasn't invited.
Fair. Okay.
What's the giant octopus? No, thank you.
I don't know. You know, I mean, that whole like my octopus teacher, that video I told you about, whatever, it's so good. But a part of me is like,
I'm good.
I mean,
you
so
have
glad,
underwater cameras to show me. I'm good with that.
I'm so glad somebody else filmed that. You know?
Yeah.
You guys are so cute.
Good on you.
Carpet or hardwood floors?
Hardwood floors.
Same. Bad breath or body odor?
Oh, God. And neither is an option?
Nope.
I guess I go with body odor. Because I feel like I could do something.
Well, see, I feel like if it was just bad breath, I could be like, ooh, I just ate a sandwich that had onions on it. And like blame it on that, or like I just had garlic or something like that. But body odor, like that can come from anywhere on you, and at
Like,
least
how bad is the odor?
I mean, I don't know. It's just bad.
But see, the thing about bad breath is you can taste it.
Yeah,
just
it's hot.
gross. Like,
It's hot mouth.
It's dry. It's hot. Like, I would just be annoyed with myself. Like,
Right.
Like,
Yeah, but can't you
like
smell
this all the
yourself?
time with your hand over your mouth.
You can't smell yourself on body odor?
Yes, you can. But I'm saying like a little Febreze here and there, some
Febreze.
trees, some car trees just spread everywhere. I feel
Rubbing
like there's more solutions to body odor than there are. Just stay downwind. I don't know. Like,
Okay.
there's more solutions to that than bad breath. And you don't want people constantly being like, hey, you want a mint? Want a piece of gum? Like,
Agreed.
if you have BO, they're just going to stay away from you and not like just sit far away. So problem solved.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I get that.
But you know me, I don't do well with either.
Either smell nor the ocean. Noted.
The ocean is good with me. I would like to look at you. I don't need to explore.
Right. Friends or Seinfeld?
Friends.
Same. French toast or pancakes?
Ooh, French toast.
I'm going pancakes. And I'm very excited because we're getting an IHOP up the street.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Fun announcement for Vancouver, Washington.
Those was the local area.
Welcome to the new IHOP. It's located in a strip mall, which I think is funny. It's not like a standalone.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
I've never seen that.
No, it's like you walk from like the mortgage guy to the Jersey Mike's to the yoga studio, and then there's IHOP.
Nothing like pancakes after a nice yoga session.
I hear you. I hear you. It's a hot yoga too place. Like, talk about body odor.
Body odor's gonna be on. Yeah.
Go to the zoo or go to the aquarium?
I'll go to the aquarium again. I like
because it's behind a wall.
behind a wall. I'm not in it.
I love a zoo. I mean, I love an aquarium too, but I love a zoo. Podcast or audiobooks?
Podcast.
Same. That's all I got for you. That was this or that. Way to go. Yay. We always finish with William or Harry, but I just found it really awkward at this point to bring that up.
Hi.
I feel like there's a lot of tension out there, like
With them?
Yeah, with everybody. I feel like Megan's been like trying to like kind of regain herself a little bit more lately, and Harry's trying to get back in good graces with Prince or King Charles. And I'm gonna pick the same one every time. I say William every time.
And I say Harry.
Oh, would you still?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
William is still problematic to me until he makes up with his brother.
I'm loving his beard though.
Yeah, he looks better. He looks
Loving
better with
it.
beard. Yeah.
Loving the beard.
I mean, he's a handsome boy anyway, or a handsome man anyway, but yeah, the beard works with him.
Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah, I mean, each their own. I love Harry, but I feel like
I think the coronation is going to be sooner than 70 years.
Agreed.
So I am truly hoping that they reconcile before that, because I would hate to see Harry not involved when it's only the two of them. Yeah. And both of their parents are gone. I would hate to see William there alone.
Agreed. I think it'll be different. I think something will be resolved, and I think Harry will be there.
As he should.
Agreed.
Yeah. And Meghan needs to be there too. I think it would be awkward if she wasn't.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Bring her on. Whatever. She can throw dried flowers on everybody, and
she can bring her edible flowers.
Edible sprinkle flowers and loaves of bread or whatever.
She can cater. There you go. She can cater the after coronation lunch.
Yes. All right. Well, that's all I got for you. Thanks so much for taking some time to chat.
Yeah, it was fun.
And you have some homework of shows you can go watch or not watch.
Yeah.
And enjoy or not enjoy. And if anybody else out there has anything you want us to talk about or watch, we might do it. Let us know. Shoot us a message over on Instagram or on the Mesh page. You can find us at www.themesh.tv. All kinds of episodes of all different shows for all different kinds of people, sort of like the Big Brother house. Hope you guys do well. Enjoy the start of fall. Jeanette and I will be back real soon, hopefully wearing hoodies and blankets. Jeanette, take care. I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody. Catch you on the flip side.
Bye.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.